The final ride may have ended 11 years ago, but here on Fog Entertainment, we're finally getting round to rank every episode from Sons of Anarchy, Season 7, the final season. 2014, this show came out, and here we are with 13. So from 13 down to first, that's what we're going to do. And you know, the score will be, I say an average rating, I'll need to work out the average rating actually. Tell you what, we'll see though. But a lot of good episodes. And you know what? Surprisingly for Sons, a few mediocre ones, but I think most people would consider season 7 one of the weaker seasons. But anyway, 13th spot, we've got Green Sleeves. Yes, Green Sleeves is episode 7. We give it a 6 out of 10. Again, I think when a TV show's lowest rating for a season is a 6 out of 10, I think it's doing something right. But of course, this episode, Bobby gets kidnapped, Juice gets into jail. Um, I mean, a lot of the episode is centered around the pimp Greensleeves. It's really not all that intriguing, if we're being honest. And there's a little bit as well to do with the mother and son, the pastor's family, which, if you've been checking out Sons of Anarchy content, you'll know me and him aren't the biggest fans of those jabronis. Anyway, moving in to 12th spot, we've got episode 3, Playing with Monsters. This got a 7 out of 10. I mean, this episode, Sons, today's going to be a black day, as Jax put it. They deal with a couple of rogue one-niner members, things like that. You know, the war against the Chinese, it's still brewing a wee bit, but not an awful lot happening. 11th spot, we have got What a Piece of Work Man Is. This is another 7 out of 10. Episode 9, Bobby's Death. R.I.P. Bobby. Again, we just did not like the pastor's family arc, folks. Really didn't like it. I'm glad it only took up a short period of this show, but I think it is truly. I just don't care for them. I just never cared for them, and I think it does weigh Bobby's death down. But R.I.P. August Marks pull the trigger. I mean, you do get a cool sit down and all that stuff. So yeah, there must be some kind of way out of here. Down. Episode 10, Smoke 'em if you got 'em. So that is a 7.5 out of 10 for episodes. Well, I'll say episode 10. 10th place is episode 6, Smoke 'em if you got them. 7.5. So again, another decent rating here. And I'm not even reading off of Wikipedia. I'm literally just remembering all the titles of these episodes from memory. That's how you know you're invested in this show. But again, kind of similar to episode 3, where it's just like a singular problem. You know, the Chinese, the previous episode, just got arrested. Jax is kind of tying up loose ends with the Niners and the Grim Bastards in order to take one, like, you know, final swing at Marks. And then, of course, you get Juice trying to rat on Sons, and they kind of make good with the mines again. Nero and Juice are in the mine closet. Gemma makes her way back from the chaos up north. Speaking of that chaos up north, it was episode 5 in ninth spot with 7.5 out of 10. Some strange eruption. Like this episode, you know, you got like the fight between Jax and Henry Lynn. Borowski setting that up where all the Chinese get arrested. Gemma and Juice get into it at the end of the episode. Sam Crow wipe out the remaining well, a group of the remaining triads, because throughout the rest of this season, there's just like random montages of them getting wiped out. So RIP, I guess. So bang bang, good night in that sense. And in the final 7.5 rating in 8th spot is episode 4. What is it called? Poor Little Lambs, I believe it's called. Obviously, you get the Diosa Massacre. Diosa, don't take me down to New Orleans, oh baby, please don't go. And of course, they all head down to New Orleans. Quite as simple as that. Anyway, I digress. Moving on to episode, well, 7th spot, we've got episode 10, Faith and Despondency. 8 out of 10. Basically a revenge mission against Moses Cartwright. Really enjoyed it. You've also got a bit, you know, going on with Indian Hills and all that stuff. The other charters that come down. I liked it. 6th spot, we have got episode 8 of season 7. This was called Separation of Crows, I believe. This was a 8.5 out of 10. Episode Jax kills Jury, beginning of the end for Jackson Taylor. You also had Bobby getting his fingers cut off in this episode. Really enjoyed it. 5th spot, we've got episode 2, Till and Toil, or is it Toil and Till? Can't really recall, but it's an 8.5 out of 10 nonetheless. Obviously, Indian Hills helped Sam Crow with taking down some of the triads. You got Jury finding his son dead at the end of the episode. Just another strong start to the season. Speaking of strong start to the season, fourth spot, episode 1, Black Widower, 8.5 out of 10. Great start to the season. Jack's killing Chris Dunn. As brilliant as it is, it's very dark, it's very bloody, it's very messy, very good. Again, it was like the introduction of the pastor's family arc because they killed them in the projects, but by God, we have to include it on the list. But a good trickle off to season 7. I like, all the chapel meetings with Jack saying, if you wouldn't die for the guy next to you, now's your time to speak up. Then Chibs is like, we got you, brother. Just tell us what you need. Brilliant. Right, into our top 3, and you may have noticed a trend so far if you've been paying attention. Third spot, episode 11, Suits of Woe, 9.5 out of 10. Sons, it really stepped up for the final couple of episodes. This episode, Jax, obviously, episode 10, finds out the truth about Gemma. Episode 11, confronts Unser, confronts Juice. Gemma goes on the run. Jax is going crazy looking for her. And he's obviously got that scene at the end with Sam Crow and Nero where he cries, and it's, how could you do this to Tara? How could you do this to Tara? And Nero, man, he's breaking some kayfabe. He can't believe it. How could she do it to Tara, man? Unbelievable, Jeff. Great episode. Second spot, episode 12, Red Rose. 10. Got a 10 out of 10 this episode. Yeah, it's a phenomenal bit of TV, isn't it? Juice dying, Unser dying, Gemma dying, Jax killing Unser and Gemma, Juice getting shivved by Marlon Manson in prison. My God damn it, what a crazy, crazy, crazy episode. And then, numero uno, the last episode of the series finale. Jackson Teller fulfills his father's wish. Yeah, I mean, the last couple of episodes are near perfection. Like, I know episode 11 we gave a 9.5, but that implies one of us, well, it doesn't imply, that guarantees that one of us gave a 10, so you can't really complain too much. Season 7 may not have been perfect across the 13 episodes, but when it hit the business end, it was faultless. Truly faultless. And yeah, Jax kills Borowski, Marks, Rourke, himself, and a lot of other people, man, in that finale. What an ending. Tio photo in, Chibs is the new president. Hope we get a sequel one day. That's what we're holding out for, folks. Till next time. Peace.